Hey, Macarena. Alright. The X-Files. Men in Black. Conspiracy. I had a feeling something was up, especially with all that information leaked. Now, The X-Files is a fairly successful franchise. It's had comic books, it's had a few movies, but we know it from TV. And that theme still effective today. Quite haunting, but iconic. You know, the Men in Black had that cool TV show, the cartoon, 3 big movies, that not so good spin-off. Of course, it was a comic book series, but the Men in Black goes way back. There's always been talk of government super agents, or what's he got, Area 51, all the conspiracies about that. But there's one thing about the Men in Black which I'd like to talk about before I do the crossover. Back in the early 80s, there was a video game, supposedly, called Polybius. Now, Polybius was said to cause hallucinations, nightmares, and the Men in Black came to collect the data. Because Polybius is said to be a government experiment. What though? Mind reading? Mind control? Now, it became a popular creepypasta. But there is some truth out there. There was a player who had a arcade binge back in the day and got really sick. Now this story transitioned into that of Polybius. Story of people getting sick, playing it for hours because it was such an enticing game. But this player had a fair bit of Coca-Cola and got sick from that. And there was a game called Tempest. And Polybius is said to be similar to Tempest. So the kid who was doing like an all-nighter and got sick from Coca-Cola translated into that of Polybius. And the kid was, I think, playing Tempest. Information here. No, not that information. The information. Yeah, that information. And it was around this time, maybe a year after that, Tron came out. Our video game, addictive, and the player gets sucked into it. In the whole world, gaming world. Technically making Tron a video game movie, and the first, because there was that one, then of course, Super Mario Brothers movie. But is Tron an adaptation of the Polybius story? Now, Polybius has cameoed in The Simpsons. Mulder and Scully have been in The Simpsons. The Simpsons Files. and of course the Men in Black secret government conspiracy, and J&K versed Mulder and Scully in Celebrity Deathmatch, an iconic TV show. So, and I do feel Polybius cameos in Wreck-It Ralph. I'm sure it's in there when it's the montage of all the different games. I'm sure it pops up there for a second. Of course, people today have made Polybius custom made. It was released on the PlayStation, one of the newest PlayStations, and people made custom versions of the game. Now, back to the point. The Men in Black take on Mulder and Scully. Alright, so the Men in Black comics were out a little bit before the X-Files came in. So it's two people investigating alien life and seeking the truth. But the Men in Black want to keep people from knowing the truth. That's why they have the neuralizers. In K says, Jay, there's always an Herculean battle cruiser, and the only thing the people can get on with their tiny little lives is they do not know about it. And Mulder is always saying the truth is out there. And Scully's sort of like, yeah, well, that's interesting, but what about this case? So that's sort of like with the M.I.B. Jay's sort of like all interested, and he's like, hey, what about this, what about that? In Men in Black 2, the roles are reversed, and Kay's like, what's this, what's that? She's like, whoa, no, this is that, this is, remember this? And yeah, the X-Files team, they have their things. Like, one's like, oh, we gotta investigate this, it's slime. And Scully's like, maybe it's just a kid's toy. Then they do DNA, and it says, oh no, it's alien blood. Oh no, it's from some secret government plant. Slime. Yes, Ghostbusters and Scooby-Doo is coming. So, they've got that, and they have alien allies, they have alien enemies. They go to the crime scenes, they have their car, just like the M.I.B. They go to all the scenes of where the aliens were, where the aliens are. People scoff at them. They go, oh, seriously? Why don't you solve a real case? And then it turns out that person is the alien. Or that person gets abducted and gets saved and is like, I believe now. And yeah, Men in Black, it's like, who's the alien? Oh, that person's an alien. This person's an alien. And yeah, they get abducted. They get saved. And yeah, there's gadgets going on. There's all these crazy conspiracies going on. Oh, stop. See what I mean? It's like I'm under alien control. Earth will be destroyed. No laughing matter. But it does raise the question, who else is out there? It's been asked many, many times. Mulder seeks the truth because it is out there. Very quotable. And another conspiracy theory, the Men in Black song by Will Smith is actually the song The Forget-Me-Nots. The chorus of Men in Black is exactly the same as that in the Forget-Me-Nots. Now, Will Smith, he's a good rapper, good actor, got a little slap happy. But, look what Vanilla Ice did with Ice Ice Baby. He takes Under Pressure. And I guess rappers are under pressure because most of them don't write their own lyrics or have their own music. Of course, the good ones, Biggie Smalls and Tupac, yeah, they did. They were real. But yeah, so a famous song used another song. Had its own lyrics, but it's basically a cover. Just with the new lyrics. And the X-Files theme was remixed into quite a hit techno song back in the day. So I've lost it. I'm sure what was lost will be found. But yeah, so the crossover did happen in Celebrity Deathmatch. We got Mulder and Scully versus Agent K and J. They did it. It was about, I think, 98 or 99. So it was after The Men in Black was a big hit, and Will Smith was in Independence Day, which was another Alien big hit. So the X-Files, they sort of peaked around 97 or so, but the crossover happened. They did it. This series has always been about, what if these shows crossed over, these movies crossed over? So many actors have been in different movies, like this guy was in Congo and George of the Jungle. So I know I missed that, but everything's coming out. The truth is coming out now. It's crazy. Many of the films and shows I've talked about has had actors and actresses working with actors and actresses from other shows which were set in places like they were in the Truman Show. And of course, Jim was Ace in the Jungle and she was in the jungle in Congo. This is like Secrets Exposed. Like magic. And the one-off wrestling secrets exposed. What else can be exposed? Well, I exposed myself in Series X. No, I have been thinking about doing that. Would you be interested in a Scary's Reviews OnlyFans? Would you like to see more of Wolfie? More of the dragon? I mean, you've seen me. You've seen enough of me. There's been no retirement discussion. I mean, who can replace me? Choice is yours. See you later.